Today I'm going to make the Texas Roadhouse yeast rolls. If you've ever been there, everyone loves them. So this is a copycat recipe. Let's get started. Let's see how these turn out on Darlene's table. Start by combining the milk, which should be, let's see, I want it to be between 110 and 115. I want to dissolve this yeast so it's fully dissolved by the time I put it in the bread, for the bread. All right.
Here comes my husband's greatest nemesis, shooting and editing a mixer series. He says it's hard to make them interesting. Now you can make these rolls without a stand mixer, but I have one, so here we go. In a mixing bowl, add the room temperature egg and egg yolk to the bowl. Salt, half a cup of melted butter, honey. I should have busted the yolks here, but I didn't. So now we're going to add the yeast mixture and be sure to get every bit of that yeast in the bowl. Give this mixture a good stir before adding flour. We're going to add 2 cups of bread flour. I add the flour in batches. Bread flour is recommended in this recipe. Be sure to periodically stop the mixer and push the sides down to make sure it all gets mixed well. Those egg yolks still have not busted. There they go. Now we turn it up to medium and we stop to add more flour, and we'll do that until all the flour is in the bowl. All right, this is the last of the flour. At this point, I think the dough is too sticky, so I'll just add some flour. You'll just have to judge that for yourself when you get to this point. The dough should be sticky, but also pull away from the sides. All right, I've stopped the mixer to push the sides down so I can make sure all the flour gets incorporated. And eventually we'll form a dough ball that looks like this. Well, maybe our camera was a little out of focus, but I think we are done. Oh yeah, that looks good. Now I turn the dough out onto my lightly greased bowl. I'm rolling the ball of dough around to make sure it gets covered in shortening. Place a pan of hot water in the oven to create a warm, humid environment for the proofing. Okay, into the oven now with a clean cloth towel over the dough and turn the light on. I'm going to let it sit in the oven for 1 hour. And of course the oven is off. It's been an hour and I've dusted the table, so let's get the dough out and take a look at it. Oh, that looks great. It has doubled in size, which is what I'm looking for. Here is a look at it before proofing, and here is after. You can see it is doubled, so we are good. Now I cut my dough in half, and then I cut that half into 4 pieces. I think it's easier to divide into small dough balls this way. Some recipes recommend you weigh out the dough balls. If you don't have a scale, just make a ball about this size. As you're making the dough ball, just stretch the ball, pinch, and tuck the dough towards the bottom like this. This recipe makes 24 rolls. Let's pop them back in the oven with a towel for more proofing. Once they have risen, remove them. I'm ready to bake the rolls, so I'm removing the pan of water and setting the oven to 350 degrees. We are ready to put these in the oven, which is preheated to 350, and we'll be leaving them in for 20 to 25 minutes. When you are happy with the color of the rolls, take them out. Oh, don't those look delicious? Now brush melted butter over the top for that classic yeast roll look. You're going to love these big, soft, pull-apart Texas Roadhouse rolls. I think I'm going to be very pleased with these. Look how light and fluffy. Okay, watch these pull apart. I wish you were here to smell these rolls. They are so good. Oh, these are so good. These rolls were very easy to make.
very, very easy recipe to follow. I wound up adding about a half cup more of flour. I did the 420 grams and it wasn't enough. The dough was too sticky. So you could see that from the video that I did. But anyway, you may have to do that as well. It'll all depend on your flour and the humidity that day. I'm just extremely happy with them. So you need to give them a try.
And as you know, you can find a printable recipe on my website, darlingstable.com. That's all for today, so come back and see me on Darlene's Table. God bless.